Now, what we will start with, let us learn about the technical analysis. So yes, there are a lot of investors, 80 to 90% of the investors who only depend on fundamental analysis of companies. So if you club technical learnings also, the kind of a way you look at the companies will be completely different. So yes, now we will be studying on the technicals related. So how you can blend technicals into your company analysis, we will discuss. So first of all, we'll be discussing about technical analysis, why technical analysis is important with respect to fundamentals, what are the types of charts. We will be looking at the charts, right? You have a bar chart, you have a line chart, you have a candlestick chart, and you have a Heikin Ashi chart, which will tell you the trend. And this chart will help you in your intraday analysis also, right? It will tell you the trend in the company. We'll discuss on Heikin Ashi as well. Scales, logarithmic chart, which we mostly use. And sir, why do we use a logarithmic chart rather than an arithmetic chart? We'll discuss today. And what are the market trends? What is the price volume relationship? We'll discuss today. First of all, why technical analysis is very, very important. Please understand, whenever anyone wanted to manipulate the data, or whenever anyone wanted to do some internal trading in a company, they can change the financial data, they can change the reports, but no one can touch volume of the transactions, right? Yes, volume, the number of shares traded, no one can touch it. So yes, technical analysis is the study of market action where prices with respect to the volumes will give you a lot of information. And yes, based on the price and volume movement, you will know how the trend of the company is moving. So yes, many people think market or even share market is mostly on guesses or random judgment of prices. But yes, if you do in a right process, you can know what will be the trend of that stock or even what will be the trend of the market. So yes, in the next couple of sessions also, we'll be studying how to take this into our favor. Always remember, whoever is a beginner in stock market, right? Whoever is a beginner in stock market is all about having odds in your favor, right? Having odds in your favor. So yes, what are all the things you consider about the market and more odds in your favor, that reflects your success ratio, right? That reflects your success ratio. And yes, a trend in motion is more likely to continue than to reverse, right? So yes, if a stock is continuously in an uptrend and you join the party, or there is a institution, be it FII or DII, they're heavily pumping into the stock, and you standing on the shoulders of giant, your journey will be very, very easy, right? Today we'll be discussing about some stocks also. I'll tell you how you have to be on the shoulders of a giant, right? And yes, whoever master this study, even you take it slowly, if you master it, when you enter at the early stages, you will be able to get maximum profits in the markets, right? So yes, whoever does not understand about technical analysis, this is the necessity why you need to know, right? So volume is something no one can hide. Sir, I want to know when institutions are entering. When institutions are entering, you will see a sudden spurt in the volume of that stock, right? And yes, fundamentals are equally important. And yes, if you merge fundamentals with technicals, that combination is very, very powerful, right? Very, very powerful. So fundamentals, when it studies the supply and demand, and because of that, the price gets changed, and there are many companies, irrespective of the fundamentals, they either fall or they increase. But if the stock is increasing with support of the technicals, that is a very, very good combination. And yes, if you observe the screen, we have various charts, and yes, chart analysis is very, very important. As they always say, an image is worth thousands of words, right? An image is worth thousands of words. So you see here, bar chart, line chart, and candlestick chart. So out of all these charts, which chart we use most frequently? We use candlestick chart, right? We use candlestick chart. And sir, why do we use candlestick? See what happens in a bar chart, you get your opening price. When is the stock opening? What is the closing price? And yes, you get the highest price and you get the lowest price. All these details are available in your candlestick chart. Yes, you have your open price, you have your closing price, you have your high price, and you have your low price. But one differentiation is you get to know the body of the chart. Let us say if the body of the chart is like red, right? So yes, if it is red, it reflects that it is losing on that day, right? The stock price has fallen on that day. Similarly, if you observe on that particular day, it is a green candle. So that is a positive day, right? That is a positive day. So yes, candlestick gives you a lot of information about the stock apart from opening price, closing price, higher price, and lower price. So yes, most frequently in all our analysis, we go mostly with candlestick chart. And yes, if you have understood this, this is called as the Japanese version of the bar chart, right? Japanese version of the bar chart. Good to know on the bar chart, but we mostly use the Japanese version of bar chart, which is the candlestick chart. Okay. And yes, what I wanted every one of you to also know is in the candlestick chart, this portion is called as body of the candle. And yes, these lines are called as shadow, or even it's also called as wicks, W-I-C-K-S, right? This or even this, both of them are called as shadow or wicks, right? So now let me open up trading view chart, right? Trading view chart. And yes, before that, line chart. Line chart gives you the closing prices of all the stocks, right? So yes, this is only one point. And why do we use line chart? Line chart is used to demonstrate the entire prices of the chart, right? Prices of the chart. So whatever we have learned now, let me show you in the trading view chart, right? In the trading view chart. So as you see here, Hariom Pipe Industries is there on your chart. So this is a segment. Once we click here, we have our bar chart. So as you see here, yes, we are able to see the opening price, closing price, high and low, but there is no full clarity here. Whereas if you go to the candles, here we have more information. You have your opening, closing, low, high. Apart from that, we have the body of the candle and we have wicks of the candle, right? Wicks. So as you see here, this candle, yes, it's a very good body, is very, very good, right? Whereas if you see this candle, the body is very less, wicks are longer, means the high price of the stock was not able to withstand, right? You get a lot of data. And when you go to line chart, you just have the closing price, right? So every day, whatever is the closing price of this chart, you will be able to connect all the dots and you will get the chart graph here. This is called as the line chart. Yes, there are many charts, but we mostly use candlestick chart, right? We mostly use candlesticks chart. And we also have Heikin Ashi chart. So this Heikin Ashi, what is the advantage of it, right? What is the advantage of it? There are two ways of looking at it, guys, right? There are two ways. One, yes, if you wanted to understand the price movement you apply your candlestick chart. Sir, I want to know the trend of a stock, right? So the trend of a stock will be given by your Heikin Ashi chart, right? Heikin Ashi chart. And yes, as you see here, Heikin Ashi will consider the average prices. And as you see in Hariom pipes, this is in an uptrend, right? This is in an uptrend because for a very good amount of period, it is completely green, again completely green, green. Right now also it is in a green. Yes, this is in a completely uptrend kind of a chart, right? This is completely in an uptrend kind of a chart. And the best part is this Heikin Ashi chart, whatever we have loaded here, you can use it in daily time frame. Yes, here, this is the time intervals. We'll be learning about intervals, time intervals, charts related indicators, how to use the tools also. We will be using it, right? We'll be using it. And yes, as you go down, yes, you can also apply it in hourly time frame, right? Hourly time frame. Yes. So on 12th May, Friday, right? Yeah. Starting from 9:15, first hour, how did it do? And yes, this is also an intraday or a scalping technique methodology, right? Scalping technique methodology. So it gave you for next 4 hours, it gave you a bullish kind of a trade, right? Bullish kind of a trade. And yes, you can even go down for a 15 minutes chart, right? Someone who is doing an intraday trade, 15 minutes is ideal for you, right? 15 minutes ideal. So yes, Hariom pipe, I'm just only looking at intraday trade. So yes, whenever market opened at 9:15, so 9:30 it came down, and at 10 o'clock, 10:15, it has given you an entry here, right? It has started its bullish nature. So yes, from 10 o'clock to almost around 2:15, how much is the points move? From around 552 rupees to almost 563 levels. 1.98% means around 2% in just 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, right? Just an intraday trade, it gave you 2% profit. And yes, whenever you saw a negative candle, this is an exit for you, for someone who is playing on the intraday, right? So yes, we are not discussing about the entry or exit here. We are not discussing about how to take an intraday trade. I'm just showing you what is the power of using the charts. And yes, as we go forward, we will be learning about these techniques also as we discuss. So yes, what did we discuss today? We discussed about how powerful is technical analysis. We discussed about why we need to understand technical analysis to study the price volume, right? So this analysis of studying a stock, even in the minute levels of 15 minutes, 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can't do in your fundamental analysis, right? Fundamental is stronger, but technical, if you study, you will have an added edge, right? You will have an added edge. And apart from that, we also studied about what are the different charts, right? Why candlestick chart is very, very important, and why Heikin Ashi. And yes, these are the 2 charts which we mostly use, and candlestick is a default chart for us, right? Candlestick is a default chart for us, right? So yes, always have that mindset of learning technicals or clubbing technicals along with fundamentals, so that you'll be very, very powerful in your entries and even exits. And as we go forward, exits also, how to exit a weaker stock at the earliest, so that we don't carry forward our losses, right? We will be studying that, right? We'll be studying that, okay?